Hi guys, Bronchiectasis must go superhero here, Bronchiectasis specialist here, and Bronchiectasis kicking, screaming, banging will never be silenced regarding Bronchiectasis and the neglect it's had for the last decade, century, since it's been born. The guy who made the stethoscope made it so he could hear his own crackles on his chest. He had Bronchiectasis. Do you think that man died in vain? Absolutely not, my friends. Absolutely not. So anyway, let's talk about me. Me. I've had a terrible few days, guys. Not gonna lie. 4 terrible days of gastrial problems, upset stomach, broken sleep. If people aren't aware, I have 4 chronic conditions, bronchiectasis being 1, rhinitis of the nose being 2, prostatitis being 3, and depression being 4. My depression is based on my physical well-being, always being poorly, coming back, false pretenses, getting poorly again. That's where it stems from, my depression. I'm not going to lie and say I don't suffer, mentally with life like anyone else, because I do. But my depression is more so the physical aspects of my life. Being a 32-year-old male who has 2 young children who want to go to football or every Sunday, I can't commit to that. I can't take them. So it hurts me not being able to take them, but also them not being able to understand at such a young age why their dad can't take them and can't commit. So that plays a very, very important role in my depression. Some things you can't see. Sometimes people smile aren't always happy. Sometimes people who cry aren't always sad. Just because this is the perception that we've been given, guys, it's wrong. I stated in the past and I'll state again. Always ask, is someone okay, for the intentions to listen to their reply and act on it. If you're just going to ask them are they okay, so you can just start a conversation and you're not interested, then keep them words to yourself if you don't really mean it. But anyway, I'm going to talk a little bit about today. I did do this I did do this video previously, but I displayed a couple of addresses in my letters on the video, so I've got to redo it. So basically, I woke up about 3 hours ago. That would have been 6-7 in the morning. I couldn't get a night's rest, basically. All my conditions flaring up, acid reflux, problems with my stomach, my prostatitis, I needed to get going for a wee. And it must have happened four times, to the point I said I might as well get up to alleviate the pain. And people say, well, rest is the answer to all problems. These people who say just stay in bed, rest, they probably don't have any chronic conditions, because sometimes lying down in bed does more harm than good. Sometimes sitting up, staying awake does more harm than good. So you have to find that balance as well, guys, that what alleviates the pain. If painkillers aren't, if lying down's making things worse, turn the other side. If turn the other side's not working, go on your back. If your back's not working, common sense is you've tried all the positions in the bedroom. I was going to say something else, but I won't say that. You've tried all the positions in the bedroom and it's not working, so get up, sit down, and try and do what you can till you feel like you can go back to bed. And I don't like to be a burden on people. They've got their own problems. Vicky's in bed with chest infection. I don't want to wake her up at 6-7 in the morning. And she says to me, why didn't you? I said, no. So I'll have to fight this. I'll have to fight this myself. There's only so much medication can do. There's only so much where the medication can take you, and after you come off them, guess what happens? We relapse. Yeah, and that's what happens, guys. And that's what happens. See, what used to happen is I used to be okay with certain problems. So my bronchiectasis would flare up, and none of my other conditions would probably flare up at the same time. But now what's simultaneously happening is when I go on these medications such as strong antibiotics, steroids, they set the prostatitis off, they set the acid reflux off, they set the IBS off, Medications can set the depression off. Powerful drugs such as meropenem is known for impacting mental health. Being attached to a PICC line for 2 weeks, might not seem anything, affects mental health. Being in hospital 3 times in the last 9 months affects mental health. So this is where we're at, guys. But anyway, I want to tell you about what's just come through my letterbox. 2 letters. One is regarding a test. So it says, you've been requested to undergo an esophagus manometer and a 24-hour independent study, so 2 tests in one. Please can you contact us between 9:15 AM and 1:15 PM Monday to Friday to arrange an appointment. If we don't hear from you within 2 weeks, by 29th of August, we'll assume you no longer require an appointment and refer you back to your consultant and remove you from the waiting list. The test is over 2 days. You will not be staying in hospital overnight. You will go home with a small tube in your nose, which will be attached to a small recorder, and you will return the following day and have the tube and recorder removed. No sedation is required, so you'll be able to drive alone. So that's fantastic news, because at the moment, guys, it's all testing. It's all camera testing based. The bronchoscopy I'm going for in 8 weeks' time will be sedation and anaesthesia. What is it called? Anaesthesia. Is anaesthesia a singer? So yeah, I'm back in chest clinic on the 9th of October 2019. That's to review all these tests. So bronchoscopy and 2 seems acid reflux and gastric test, but from the esophagus. On the 10th of September, I've got to go back to gastro for cameras. I thought these would be, similar cameras, but they're not, unfortunately. So I've got to do gastro testing on the abdominals, stomach, and throat. Is there anything else? I've been going to ENT. I scored a 9 out of 24 on a CT scan for. They call it rhinitis, nasal leakage disease or something, I can't remember. I've been prescribed a drop that is used in the eyes, ears, and can be used in the nose. Now, if anyone's watched my videos in the past, you may have clocked onto it, you may have not spotted it, but normally when I speak, I have an inflamed left side, okay, very inflamed, so you should see if you go back, okay. I've noticed it's come down. It almost looks symmetrical to this sinus, so it is helping. It's only an 8-week course, 2 drops in each nostrils twice a day for 8 weeks, and then step down to dysthymia spray. It's not alleviated all the problems. I'm still choking on it, but my sense of smell's better. The inflammation's gone down. So yeah, it took a while to kick in, guys. We're probably 4 weeks into treatment. And it's doing something now. It's a shame I can't stay on it long term, baby. So anyway, guys, I am gonna go. There's gonna probably be another video coming up. I have got the bronchiectasis response. We do need to do that. I've got the bronchiectasis, what they called, ribbons. Okay. I've got the leaflets. A lot of things have changed on the leaflets, guys. But we've still got the leaflets, and I don't think there's anything else, but there might be. If anyone wants one, please contact me via Facebook, not on here. Don't put addresses on here. I'll try and get a loved one to send a couple out. If you want a couple, then I'll see what I can do. I think we've got about 60 made, 70 made. A few people do have them. A school teacher wears it on his lanyard. Dawn has one. Who else? I handed him over at a bronchiectasis support meeting, so a few people have them. But if you guys don't have them, let me know, and we'll see what we can do for you in due course. The bronchiectasis book, guys, what happened is system restored and lost it. System restored, gone. So that won't be done anytime soon, which is a shame, because it got up to about my adult life. So from being a baby to adult life, that's where we came to. into work, things like that, into the diagnosis stage, into the problem, starting to get into the problems. So I'm a bit gutted about that, guys, but listen, if I'm still living and breathing, this book will come. Kicking, screaming, banging bronchiectasis, whether they like it or not. We will not be silenced from the NHS, from the British Lung Foundation, from the CAST team, and for anyone who discriminates against hidden lung conditions.